Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Razor and I am a JRPG guy. Welcome back to Unicorn Overlord. In the last episode, we did a bunch of rapport conversations with Alain and other characters. We completed all of Lex's, Chloe's, Hodrick's, Clive's, Joseph's, Travis's, and Aubyn's. We're going to start with Rolf in this episode and work our way down. So yeah, another episode of Rapport Conversations, and there'll be a different title every time. Like only doing Rapport Conversations for a full day, or something like that. Alain and Rolf. First conversation. Yeah. Great at hitting thieves. Power boar for dinner. Why not both? Yeah, you got wait until tomorrow, yeah. What are you gonna eat today? Okay, and as you can tell, this means that you don't have a second conversation, but they have a third. He has a third one with him. And you'll notice, same thing with Bruno here. He's got a first conversation and a third one, but not a second one. So Alain doesn't have 3 conversations with everybody. So as you can tell, a lot of these other ones, he's missing a conversation with them. And some he only has 1 conversation with. Like Magellan, or not Magellan, but Jeremy here. He only has 1 conversation with Jeremy. Figured I'd show that off. Alright, we'll go do their third conversation. And their final one as well. Used to be a hunter. Yeah, true. But that's part of taking over Cornea is taking back Cornea is taking over the other areas because we obviously aren't strong enough to take Cornea now, or we are strong enough now, but we weren't before. So we had to take over the other areas. We didn't have a choice. It's not like Chrono Trigger where you just go and fight Lavos right at the beginning. You know. I mean, I don't know if there's like New Game Plus. No, I don't think there is New Game Plus in this. I was about to say, do New Game Plus and then just beat the final boss again. Right at the beginning, but I don't think you can do that because there's no New Game Plus. And by the way, speaking of Lavos, that was kind of BS. When I first played Chrono Trigger, I used the other, you know, the one you weren't supposed to use, the transporter at the beginning, just to see what would happen. And then you fight the final boss. I'm like, what the hell? Not only that, it creeped me out too. I didn't expect it, and I got scared. But it's the first conversation with Bruno San Martino. No, I'm kidding. I like gladiators in this game though. They get hit and then they heal themselves. Not even worth it. Or sometimes he'll say, "No more hurt." I don't know why flexing your muscles restores your HP though, but maybe like drink some milk or something and that heals his HP or something. Like some muscle milk or something. It's like his spinach. Popeye reference. Alright, Alain and Bruno, conversation 3, their final conversation. In a weird area. Okay, he started the Tricorn band, Tricorn group, Tricorn squad, whatever you want to call them. Probably because Berengaria is better than him, that's why, probably. How the hell did you get beat, dude? You look like you can bench press the Big Show with one hand. Gladiators are good, but they tend to miss a lot. And they're very slow. My Bruno I have his PP maxed out, so he could heal 4 times after getting hit. Every time he gets hit, he heals, and he could do that 4 times in one battle. Yeah. Yeah, she is very tough. She's one of the best characters in the game. Arguably. Mainly because of her ability that she has. The eye of the whatever the eye ability is. But yeah, gonna be getting through every report conversation in the game, and I'm doing this for 100% completion. Obviously, you shouldn't do this yourself, and you should just skip the scenes. But for me, making YouTube videos, I have to show all this because I don't think you guys would like me skipping them. Well, some of you wouldn't care. But I'm sure some of you like to see these. So I figured I would show them all. Alright, conversation 2 with Sharon. We've already did number 1 before. Yeah, imagine so, a war going on and everything. What do you expect? Oh, they lost their parents. Very generic storyline there. The earlier you lose your parents, the worse it is. Like, you're gonna live a much worse life if your parents die early than if they, if they die when you're like in your 30s or whatever, or even later than that. Because you gotta deal with all the grief and everything. And grief is not good. Like anything that causes you stress is like really bad. Stress is a killer. Like, it's really bad on your body. And depression is one of the worst things on your body. And it's something that you got to overcome. Something that I've dealt with my whole life, on and off, What helps me is walking around outside. I've been doing that for almost half a year. Every couple hours I get up and walk, and it is the best thing I've ever done in my life. I wish I'd have done it sooner. Who knew touching grass was so effective? I am looking at their rapport conversations, but I'm not really like I'm talking about their stuff and everything. Well, look at all these 4 in a row, and I've already done some of them. Okay. So Sharon and Elaine's final conversation. Number 3 here. She's in a tree? Oh shit, did she fall? Really on your leg. Oh shit. Yeah, if only we had healing magic in real life. Luckily our bodies do heal over time. But we just can't heal instantly. We're kind of like a way worse... The human body's kind of like a way worse Wolverine. Wolverine can like heal himself almost instantly. Whereas we have to wait like weeks, months, or years to heal. Depends on what we're dealing with. And sometimes some illnesses are lifetime. There's no way to heal from them. Those aren't the worst ones, though. The ones you heal from are fine. The ones that are lifetime, some of them are fine. It depends on what it is. But the ones that are the worst are the fatal ones. The fatal illnesses are the only ones I'm worried about. I could care less about the ones that last a lifetime. As long as they're not life-threatening, you know? Yep, you sure have. Bishops are pretty good. Well, it's not like she meant to hurt herself. It was an accident. Accidents happen to everybody. Okay, 2 honors. Okay, Alain and Morden, their second conversation, but their final one. Drinks are on me. This is back where we recruited him at. Sure is. Iron Helm Mercenary. Yeah, building those bridges. Alright, Morden and Elaine's done. Oh, we still have a battle here. What is this? A fine meal. Well, I could have completed this a long time ago. Interesting. Oh well. Right, next up we have Alain and Yana, their second conversation, but their final one. In this weird area where we fought what's his face? Baltaro for the first time. I think it was for the first time. I disagree with that. I think the main character should be a hero and should sacrifice himself. And actually he does jump in front of people in battle too. Like he guards for other characters, just like a knight does. When the text is all small like that, that means they were talking, you know, to themselves. Where the other character can't hear them, you know. They could have just put a... What are those things you put on each side? The like... What are they? I don't even know what they're called. Like the half circles you put on each side of... I'm not sure what they're called. I don't know why. I just can't think it right now what they're called. But usually in most JRPGs you'll see that instead of really small font. Or really small text, I mean. I mean, he does it in battle all the time. Alright, Alain and Berenice, second conversation, their final one. Or I think it's Bernice, not Berenice. I think I was calling her Berenice the whole game. Bernice. I got bullied as well as a kid. People used to, in school, people called me gay and shit even though I wasn't gay. I never was gay. Only like women. I'm not even bi. because I was like the only one that didn't have a girlfriend in school. But it wasn't because people always blame games for that, you know, like games is the blame for everything. Games cause violence, games cause social what is it? Social anxiety. No, it's not true. Games don't cause violence, they don't cause social anxiety. It's a mental thing. It has nothing to do with gaming. It's just how I take it after my father is where I got it from. My dad was a very quiet person. He barely ever talked. That's where I got it from. Not from gaming, I can tell you that much. If anything, gaming made me more, you know, talkative and everything. I just don't like that gaming gets blamed for everything nowadays. And it's been going on for a long time too. A lot of it's just jealousy though, because there's the news networks are like pissed off because no one watches TV anymore because they're either they're either on YouTube watching YouTube videos or or playing games and stuff. Gaming became more popular. YouTube became more popular than TV, and TV's a thing of the past. A lot of people who watch TV nowadays are older adults. That's it. You're not gonna see no younger person watching TV. It's just not something that's gonna happen, you know? And that's why news networks, they'll like bash YouTubers or whatever. They'll call it YouTubers and shit, and video games, because of how relevant they are. The conversation between 3 people, and Alain will probably show up too. I'm better than Clive now. Allegedly. Allegedly better than Clive. There's Alain. I knew he'd show up eventually. Okay. Lane and Adele, second conversation, their final one. Here in Elheim. Me, not the alcohol. So he's a drunk like Morden. An alcoholic like Morden. I bet after we're done with all these rapport conversations, I'll have enough honor to max out another unit. The only unit I have left to max out is Alain's. Alain gets 5 people soon. Alright, first conversation with Kitra and Alain. They only have 2 conversations. Yeah, it's heavy. I don't know how that little girl even picks him up. I mean, how hard is it to tell a hammer apart? I mean, you can't find what your hammer looks like. Alright, Kitra and Alain, second conversation, their final one.
I'll keep it safe, I promise.
Okay, Alain and Kitra here. Alright. Their conversations are done. On to the next character. Alain and Miriam. They have 2 conversations. Okay, another one done. Okay, Alain and Miriam, conversation 2, their final one. Wow. Dang thirsty Alain, huh? I mean, you're pretty good looking, I would say. Alright. Let me save it again. Alright, Fran. First conversation. They have 2 of them. Where's this one at? Down over here, maybe. What can we buy here anyway? Yeah. I think it's down here is our conversation, maybe. Yep, Alain and Fran, number 1. Pegasus riders are really good in Fire Emblem. They automatically lose to bow characters though, so you gotta keep them. You gotta make sure to keep them away from bow characters because they automatically die to any bow character. Because I think bows do like 4 times the damage to Pegasus units. I think it's 4 times, or maybe it's 2 times. I'm not sure. But still, even 2 times is a lot. Now, they are typically faster than bow characters, so if you can strike them and you can kill them in one attack, then you'll be good. But lots of times you gotta make sure you're not in range of a bow character. Let's say you go in and you're taking out a melee character with a Pegasus Knight. You gotta make sure there's no bow characters within range to hit you after you take out that melee unit. Okay, Alain and Fran, second conversation, their final one. Yeah, so Fran's the scout of the game. She did a lot of scouting. She wants to ride her griffin. Or, yeah, that'd be bad. Well, it depends on how high up they go. If he falls like 10 foot, that's not so bad. But if he falls like 20 or 30 foot, that could be pretty bad. Yeah, that'd be bad. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. Yeah. Well, I'd be holding on to you tight too so I don't fall off the damn griffin. That would be bad. Alright, Alain and Scarlett's last conversation, their third one. Oh, that's Chloe and Joseph. Yeah, Alain and Scarlett, here we go. Obviously, we've had Scarlett from the beginning, pretty much. Well, she was kidnapped at the very beginning, and then we had to rescue her. But she's been here for a long time. Her and her big breast. They like to jiggle. I bet Alain would love to motorboat him. I know I'd like to motorboat a pair of breasts that big in real life. Just saying. Huh. Oh, you already said it now. Yeah, we got time for one more, and then that'll be it. We're close to halfway almost. I think this is about half right here. So, getting close to half. Okay, Alain and Och. Second conversation, their final one. In the area where we fought Baldro. Alright, I'm in the video here. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for the next episode. Later.